Okay, let's begin. So this recording will be shared publicly, and later 我还说中文吧，就是这次这个 mock 呢是会放到public 的那个YouTube 上，然后下次我们在 mock 那个 Robinhood 的那个高频题那个就是 schedule task 对吧？就是用 cross-string schedule 那个是放到合集区就不 public 啊，所以这次 TinyURL 我们放在 public， 下次那个就不放了。好，那我们现在准备开始啊。Okay, so you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So today's question is, I want you to design a system that take a long URL and convert it to be a short URL. So basically, the system need to handle like a let's say 10 million DAU traffic. Yeah. Any question?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to know, is this system is used by the enterprise or the general user? I want to know the client side, yeah, how they use it.
You mean the customer who use the system?
Yeah.
Just regular, like a consumer.
Okay.
Not to enterprise. I mean, enterprise can use it, but it's just open to public. Yeah.
So do we provide, because right now I think
I get what you're saying. We don't need like track users. If you're thinking about do we need a specific link associated with a particular user? Are you trying to ask, does the user need to log in order to create it? You don't need to log in, right? So
okay.
Yeah, so you don't need the user registration to generate a link. Okay, just use it. Yeah.
Okay. So do we? Yeah. Another question: do we? Because how we expose this the functionality to the user? Do we provide them API or the web browser? We have a UI page. They can put the long URL there. Yeah, I want to know how user usage.
I mean, technical wise, it's through REST API call, right?
Okay.
User can either use a web browser or mobile is also okay, right? If you have a mobile app, but we focus on the server side. I mean, if you're asking about the end user, like which ends, right? So mobile and web, okay?
Okay, so this is about the from the I want to get some requirements. Yeah, and then I will want to confirm some functionality requirements. So first of all, I think you will give me the long URL and I will convert to the short URL, right?
That's one API, yeah.
Yeah, so how we define the short UI? Do we have like a, because I know some URL, if you go to some public shorten URL website, we put the long URL, it'll give us like 6 characters. So could we assume
6
we also
characters is fine. Let's keep it to English letter and maybe just English letter and the numbers, okay? Yeah, looks good.
Okay. And another one is, because first of all, we generate the URL by the long URL to short URL, so, and then we want to retrieve it, right? So for this, because sometimes I generated 2 times for the same URL. For each long URL, I will generate unique. Actually, it's a short URL. So, but can we say for the one single URL we can? Is this possible? If I generate 2 times, is this possible? Generate the 2 different unique short URL.
Okay, you mean if user input is the same, do we
yes.
reuse it, right? I mean, whichever is simpler for you. I mean,
I think I prefer like to use you can generate a different one by the different time. Yeah. So that's, I don't need to keep the one more map there, right?
Yeah, sounds fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right, okay, another one, and we can from retriever you put the short URL and we'll reply with a long URL.
Yeah, we need another API to, I mean, basically take the short URL and return long URL. Yeah.
Okay, and also I can say the URL, the short URL can be relative random. I mean, not the totally random, but just I mean, we can have like multiple instances to handle it. So we can keep this as a little bit random, right?
What do you mean by random?
So I mean, for the short, we put the long URL sequentially, so it give us not like by in the order there. I mean, consistent in order, right? So if I give the long, if I give you 3 long URL, right? First of all, it return the short URL maybe have like a 1. I just say 1, maybe it's based 62, right? And the second URL is 2, but it could happen. The order is not, I mean, sequential. So
sequential, you mean the 6th chart is not sequential?
Yeah. Is this acceptable?
Sure. I mean, it's supposed to be random, right?
Okay.
I don't expect you like you go from A, B, C. I mean,
yeah, right.
Doesn't need to be that. Yeah.
Okay. And also, okay, this is about the functional requirement. Yeah. And also, I want to jump to, and right now, by now, do you have like a suggestion for functional requirement right now?
That's it, I think.
Okay.
And I mean, we can always add more requirement
right
later. I mean, let's just go with this now. Yeah.
So then I will go to non-functional requirement. First of all, I think our system should accept the, I mean, should accept some fault for tolerance can accept can support, right? Tolerance.
Yeah.
Also, our system, even if something happen, maybe some instance crash, we can still make it available, right?
Yeah, I mean, these are fundamentals for distributed system. I don't think you need to list out. I mean, fault tolerance, high availability, scalable, right? I mean,
yeah, scalable, yeah.
Yeah.
And we also want to minimize the latency, right?
Well, as developer, we always try to minimize the latency as minimum as possible, right? I mean,
yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah. I just list some of things we go to.
It's fine, but I think it's not necessary because this is like a kind of like a
fundamental stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to list out the non-function.
Okay. All right.
So then where you can draw because you wrote a lot of text.
Okay. All right.
Then probably you can take out the non-function requirement. I mean, they are needed. I mean, naturally, I mean, I don't need you to. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you don't have any space, you can just take it out. Okay.
Okay. All right. I just first of all keep it there, and then I will go to the next phase. I will talk about the higher component diagram. Yeah.
Okay. You can either start with the API definition or the component which you need. I mean, the system component. You can start whatever you want.
Okay.
Usually we go with the API, which is contract, or if you prefer starting defining system components, that's also fine. Okay.
Okay. Let's go from define the interface contractor. I mean the API contract first. So I want to generate the okay. First of all, it is created. We use a post to create the short URL for the long URL. So we post I defined the shorten URL and with the.
So it's a post. Okay.
Yes, because that's why I'm going to create the short URL, right? Okay. and I use the query parameters to there.
Why do you use query parameter for post?
For the post. Okay.
Usually it goes to body, right?
Okay. Let me put the body as a JSON.
Also, usually when we defining REST API, so they are supposed to be resource, right?
Yes.
I can understand you use post shorten is a verb. I mean more like an action regarding resource, right? Anyway, I mean, if you feel it's good, it's fine. I mean, it's
okay.
But for the input of the original long URL, right? I think it makes sense to put in the body, right?
Okay.
And then maybe you probably have other parameters in the future, right?
Yeah,
for example, if the user want to customize the URL or TTL, right? Or customize TTL, right? Something, anything like a user want to add, right? It all right?
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. If you want to customize or TTL, you have add more field, right? Okay, so that now I put the JSON long URL and something here. Maybe we also have specific
TTL is not required for now.
Okay.
You can leave it.
Okay. But right now I think I keep it simple, just have a long URL here. All right, and the response data should have also a JSON with a short URL.
我中间先卡一下啊，刚才你的 REST 已经开始丢分了啊，就这么说。
OK，
这个本身就放 query parameter 就已经是丢分了。我先总结一下吧，我怕我到最后记不住，对吧？就是因为我感觉，就是说这个我也不知道你这个讲多久，你讲，因为我感觉你花的切入主题的是，因为你面试只有4-5分钟，其实4-5分钟根本不到，对吧？很可能只有30分钟，你花太多时间了。就是特别是这个 non-functional requirement 完全没必要讲的，就是说确认 requirement 是可以的，但是还有一种思路呢，就是说边讲 requirement 边定义，比如说你定义这个 long URL to unique short URL 的时候，第一个 function requirement 的时候，你可以同时定义 API， 你知道，这样速度会快一点。
哦，明白。
anyway，你这样也不是不行，但是我就觉得你这个切入点太慢了，花的时间
明白，
太 consume 时间了，你这个就可以单刀直入的，这个东西其实没什么。我思考一下啊，就是说我感觉我们可能录一次还不一定够的，我估计，因为你到现在才开始定义 API， 对吧？是吧？其实我们已经花了多少时间了？已经花了，我没掐表啊，大概我们花了10分钟有的吧，是吧？啊，对，所以你想，如果你整个面试30分钟不到的话，你已经1/3时间花掉了，就是说，
OK，
我就觉得你前面特别是 non-function requirement 这边就花的时间有点多，我知道你在看那个什么。那种文档吧，他会讲那个 function requirement、non-function requirement。这个东西怎么说呢？就是说面试，所以 mock 和读文档还是不一样。你会发现实战的话还是跟那种不太一样，因为毕竟时间有限嘛，对吧？然后你讲话有点慢条斯理的，所以就是比较慢。然后为什么说你 REST API？ 我们现在第一步，你先定义 REST API 是吧？这块你就失分了。首先你这个query parameter 放 post 里面就是 REST API 们的大忌啊，就是已经犯错误了，就而且是我给你指出来了，就是说我已经跟你讲不对了，你还没反应过来，所以这个基本上就丢分了啊，好吧 ？post 怎么会有 query parameter 呢？一般来说没有的，好吧？post 就放 body 了，你 get
放那个
可以放 query parameter。另外涉及到 RESTful 的东西，我刚刚其实也提示了，当然这个怎么说呢？也只是个标准，对吧？你可以说是 URLs。或者是什么，然后 /shorten， 这也是可以啊，就是说当然你这样也可以，不是说不行，但一般来说我们定义 REST 的话，我们希望是把 resource 作为中心主轴，对不对？是吧？
对。
当然你如果去看一些别的服务，它可能也是这么定义的，像你这样定义的。当然我的意思就是说，这个也没有什么标准啊，就是说这种毕竟是 semantics 的东西，对吧？就是说青菜萝卜也可以说的不好听点，青菜萝卜各有喜爱，但是。怎么说呢？就是说你这个anyway， 你这个 query parameter 肯定是那是肯定 against convention 的，就是说，好吧？那我们继续，你是速度加快一点啊。OK。
And another API is for we retrieve the long URL. So that's we also needed. We just needed the get for the create the long URL. So here I can put the long I mean the short URL as an input. And the response will give the long URL come back. Yeah. All right. So this is basically two end pointer we will use because right now we don't take care the to purchase the have the TDL right now. Right. And
How it work out? You are defining the get. What does it return? And also for post, what does it return?
Oh, for the post it returns a JSON and has a has a short URL for the creator the short URL. And for get it's also return the JSON.
Can you define? Can you type it out?
Sure.
而且我希望你像我们写代码的话，都会有个前缀 API， 对吧？在那个 URL 里，这个其实是个好的 convention， 就是说你都没加，对吧？就是 API shorten URL 是吧
？API v1 可以。
version 倒是也行吧。那 get 是什么呀
？get 返回的这是 get 返回的是 long URL。
你怎么下面还有？怎么看不见？
我也这个我也滑不下去。
对啊，所以你这个用的时候得注意，你这个 get 啊又丢分了，哎，又错了
啊！
你觉得这 get 能这么用吗？你是给用户这么用的吗？